Hello everybody and welcome. Today we are going to be painting this little green dragon. If you play Pathfinder or D&D, whichever version you prefer, you'll probably recognize this little guy as a miniature. And basically you just use them for character pawns whenever you roleplay. I've already gone through the trouble of giving him a nice little wash and cutting off some of the little extra pieces so that way he's ready to paint. So let's jump right into it. Okay, so first things first, we have to do his eyes. I usually try to put a little bit of white down and then go for whatever color the pupils are going to be if you have enough room. Since this guy is so tiny, I just put a little bit of green and then a tiny bit of black for a pupil. That way he kind of has an eye. You'll get to see it a lot better later. Then you just need to outline it with either brown or black, whichever you prefer. It usually depends on the skin tone, but since we're doing a dragon, black works fine. Okay, so now we're starting on the first color, which is yellow. I kind of wanted to do a light green to yellow. However, my version is a little bit more vibrant than the one in the book. And here we go with some of the light green. You want to make sure that when you're layering your colors, you do it a little bit at a time. I just use regular craft paint, acrylic craft paint, and I just dilute it with a little bit of water if I don't want it to go on too strong. You want to make sure you're building up layers as you go. You can still see some of the yellow underneath the green, and that's the effect that I'm wanting. One important thing about painting is you always want to start with the lowest layer. What that kind of means is, if you're painting like a person, you want to make sure you do the skin first, and then the clothes, and then whatever over the clothes like armor. That way, if you mess up, you're just going to cover it up anyway with the next layer. It's really important just to do it layer by layer, gradually at a time. Oh, and you can see on the bottom of it, I actually put GN, which stands for green, because I have a lot of these little dragon minis, and so I like to kind of write on the base which one they are. Not necessarily because I want to paint it that color, but just because if I do decide to paint it the color that it's supposed to be, I at least know which one's which. Time to get to the darker part of his skin, or his scales, I guess. I went ahead and just went with a dark green. Some people tell me that it's easier to start dark and go light as you go, but I prefer to start with light colors and gradually make my way to the darker colors. I don't know if there's a better way to do this or not, but that's just how I do it. I'm also putting some of the yellow on his back spine there. I kind of forgot to do it before. Then just adding some of that light green just to give it some shadow, to give it some texture. You don't really want to put flat colors down, because then it just looks kind of silly. As far as painting the wings, I could have made it light green, yellow on the back, but I decided to try to go darker on the back. Finally, here at the end, I'm painting his little toes, his little mouth, all those little details that I might have missed or just need touched up. Okay, I gotta tell y'all, I hate painting bases. If miniatures came without them, I would be super happy. I wasn't really sure what to do with this guy because he's a green dragon and they live in forests, so I kind of just took the greens I had and mismatched them into like a camo-y color, I guess. It's supposed to be like a forest floor. Honestly, I'm thinking about getting some of that fake grass to play with for the next time I do a mini. I guess we'll just see what happens. Okay, now that he's all painted, we need to spray him with a clear coat. I don't exactly know what this brand is. It's one that one of my very good friends gave me. He's amazing at painting miniatures. We gotta take him outside and give him a good coat. Okay, here he is in all his glory. I glued him down to a little black base. I think those look a lot better. They're a lot easier to place and a lot easier to move, and I think they balance better. There's a couple little details that I probably could have done better, but overall I really like him. I think he's super cute. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more content like this, stick around. I'm gonna try to upload at least every couple of weeks. Let me know what you liked, what I could improve on. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.